Hi everyone, so today's video I'm going to be showing you how I do my painted French nails using gel polish. A lot of the time I do acrylic, but sometimes I do paint my French on with gel polish. So yeah, someone asked me to show them how I paint my French, so here's a little video showing you how I do that. The colours that I'm using from Gelish, and that one is called It's Your Mauve and that one is called On Cloud Mine. So I'm going to be using, this is Arctic White that I'm using to paint my white French. You could use any colour you wanted. The more pigmented the better really, because you want to kind of keep it quite thin. And I'm using this size 2 aero puffing brush, detail brush. So yeah, what I do first is I like to make a line in the middle, and I try to only paint up until where I want the bottom of my smile line to be, and I kind of make that like my central point to work from. And then once I'm happy with the height of where that is, I'm going to draw a straight line across to kind of make a T shape. And now I'm just going to kind of bring up the sides of the smile line to kind of where I want them to finish. And then I'm going to start to kind of curve them in. So as you can see, they're quite angular here. So now I'm going to just go from side to side to try and curve where those, I can't think to how to explain it, but those higher parts of the side walls, if you like, meet the bottom of the smile line, like the tip of that smile line, if you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to curve that out. Or you know, you might like it angular if you're doing like one of those kind of like V French. In this video I didn't think to cover that, I just did like my normal sort of like curved smile lines. So yeah, and now I've swapped over to just my gel polish brush just to make it a little bit easier, and I'm just going to fill in that space. I really like this white gel polish because it gives you really quite good coverage in one coat. You can apply it nice and thinly, and yeah, if you feel like you do need a second coat, it's not going to really bulk out the nail too much. There's probably going to be some bits in this video I will try to say where I am curing the nails, but between each layer of gel polish I am curing them for 30 seconds. So yeah, this is kind of how I would do a French on like a shorter nail. So that's what it looks like, and I'm just going to cure that in my lamp for 30 seconds. So now I'm going to move on to this longer coffin shape nail, and yeah, I'm pretty much going to do the same technique as before. So I'm going to draw that central line starting where I want the bottom of my smile line to be. I personally like my smile lines to be quite deep, but yeah, some people don't. I will show you on that longer square, the longer square nail, me doing like a short, more kind of 90s vibe look, which is not my favourite, but I thought I'd put that in here anyway just to show you it's kind of like the same technique I do pretty much every time. So yeah, I've drawn that line across to make the T shape, and now I'm kind of like come in like a couple of millimeters each side, and I draw a line slightly curved up to where I would want it to finish, where I'd want my white to finish. Obviously I turn the tip around so that you can see what I'm doing. If you're working on a client, you're not going to be able to do that. You'll have to sort of work backwards. The reason why I didn't do that on this video is just because my hand would be in the way, you wouldn't be able to see. So I've drawn out those lines where I want them to be. I'm going to start filling in those gaps with my striping brush, and then when I can get to the thicker parts, I'm going to swap to my normal gel polish brush. And if you're getting bored and you want to skip along to the next nail shape, go ahead. I left this video in real time pretty much because I just wanted to, I didn't want to rush what I'm talking through here, even though it is quite simple. I didn't want to rush through it, so if you're getting bored, just skip ahead or whatever. So yeah, I'm just neatening up with my gel polish. And obviously, like, you can come in if you've got your cured base, you can come in with your wipe off solution, cleanser, or your acetone alcohol, whatever you use to cleanse. You can come in with a little brush and just tidy up your smile lines if you need to. I think I am going to do that with this one because I think that I've got a little bit of a messy bit there. Do I clean that up here, or am I lazy and don't bother doing it? Yeah, I am cleaning it up. I videoed this the other day and then I sort of like forgot about it because I've just been busy with other things. So yeah, I'm cleaning that up and then I'm going to pop that into cure for 30 seconds. So yeah, here I'm just going to show you on a short square nail how I would do a French. Personally, I think on shorter nails you don't want to have your smile line too thick. I'm quite a big fan of like what you would call the micro French, which you would do on like really short nails. But yeah, I think on shorter nails, like not a too thick smile line's best really. And on this one, yeah, I'm doing it with a silver polish just to kind of show you like you could pretty much like do this with any color you wanted. So I've made that T shape. I've put my line up to where I want my smile line to start. Made that line across. I'm just kind of trying to even it out. I think for some reason I kept on making this a bit wonky on one side. But yeah, so, what is this silver gel polish called? It's from the Disney Villains collection. It's the Cruella de Vil one. What is it called? Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll leave a link for it in the description. But it's a really, really pretty silver, and you can see that it gives you really good coverage in just one coat. That's just one coat of this colour, so it's super, super nice. And it's thin as well, so you're not going to bulk out your nails with this colour. So I've kind of just paused here to show you that like on a square nail, you might have a client that just wants it kind of like straight across. They might not want it to curve up the sides. Your client will tell you what they want. I always like it to curve up sides, so I'm just kind of doing that now with my striper brush. I would say if you're working on short nails a lot, use a striper brush. Like when I do French on my toes, I just use a striping brush and just draw a line across, like so easy. So yeah, using a thin detail brush to mark out where you want that smile line to be is probably like the best tip that I could give you. I've seen videos of other people doing it similar way to me. So yeah, like this video, I'm not saying like this is the best way to do French. This is just how I do it and how I find it easy. I've tried to do like the way some other videos I've seen, like them people make it look so easy, and I always end up with these really wonky uneven smile lines. So yeah, this is just the way I do it, and I'm really sorry if I go out of frame in this video a little bit. I kind of forgot where my camera was. And you know, if you're thinking like, oh, I'm spending quite a lot of time like perfecting this French on this one nail here. When you're doing if you're doing like a full set of French, once you've done like one or two and you've got the lines where you want them to be, the others you'll kind of like get into the flow of things, and you'll be able to do it all at a nice pace. It won't take you like mega long to do every single one. You just need to kind of get into the groove of it, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to cure that one for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to show you a more high up smile line on this square nail. I did this one because I've noticed lately that with French nails, the whole kind of like 1990s trend is like a thing that's happening. I didn't think that it would fully go ahead, but it is. The 90s trends are in full swing. And I don't know about you guys, like, let me know, are you guys a fan of the 90s trends, like fashion trends? There's definitely some things that I'm happy to see back, and there's other things that I think they should have just been left in the 90s. Personally, I think that maybe this high up French should have been left in the 90s, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm really sorry I've gone out of frame here. But yeah, the shorter, like more like smaller smile lines of French seem to be making a bit of a comeback too, so I thought I'd show you me doing one of those. I don't think it's the most flattering way to do a French personally, because I think it makes the nails kind of look a bit more chunky, and I just think chunky nails ain't it. I like nice slender looking nails, but yeah, I thought I'd try and include a little bit of everything in here. Although I forgot to do a V French. I really wish that I had remembered to do that. But even still, even without me showing that, like you'd probably be able to figure out, it'd probably be easier in fact than doing this, because it's more, you know, angular than doing these curves. So yeah, I'm just kind of tidying up with a bit of acetone here on my detail brush. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp, cure it for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to start on this stiletto. I saved this for my favourite shape now. I love stiletto nails. I wish I did more of them, but everyone just loves the coffin nail. But I love long stiletto nails. And so I wanted to show you that. So as well as doing French with different coloured gel polishes, you can get creative and use transfer foils. So that's what I'm going to do here. So first, because I only want the transfer foil to stick to where I apply the transfer foil, I'm just applying this matte top coat. The matte top coat that I've applied is the Aero Puffing matte top coat, which cures in 30 seconds, so it's nice and quick. So yeah, there it is, 30 seconds, and it's gorgeously matte. So with my detail brush, I'm going to start applying, oh that's it, yeah, I apply my white. The reason why I'm putting down a white, you don't have to do this, but personally, if you're using a transfer foil, especially one that's got like a pattern, you'll see I'm going to use like a floral pattern foil. You want to put down preferably a white base, because it makes the colours of the foil pop. If you've got a bit of a dull colour underneath, the colours don't really pop that much and the pattern doesn't stand out as well. And also, I'm just trying here something a little bit different. Instead of making that T shape straight across, I decided to try and come in at an angle. I do this kind of thing so often that it doesn't really matter. If it's your first time trying this sort of thing out, then stick to the basic T shape, and then as you do it more and more, you'll probably be able to do like what I've done here and cut a bit of a corner and come up with those angles just straight from the center rather than doing that T shape. So yeah, I'm going to just perfect that curve of that smile line, and then I'm going to fill in the rest with my white gel polish brush. I'm just going to give that smile line a bit of a tidy up with my angled brush and some acetone before I cure it. I'm going to bake that in my lamp for 30 seconds. And then now that it's out, I'm going to use my same detail brush. And I've got some, you can't see it on my palette, I've got a bit of transferred foil gel. And I'm just going around where that smile line starts, the white of that smile line, with the transfer gel. So pretty much exactly the same way that I've applied my white. And then just to quicken things up, I'm using the gel polish brush from the transfer gel bottle to just go over the entire tip, the entire white tip. And then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. This transfer gel is a really cheap one, I think, that I got off of like AliExpress or something. I've got, what's her name? Sarah R. Nail Artist. I've got her transfer gel, the Stick It gel, but it's the one in the pot and it's really thick. This one's a bit thinner, which is ideal for doing something like this, because the thick one can tend to be a bit like the thick one's good if you want like a more embossed look, but if you want a more flat look, then I'd recommend getting one that's in like a polish bottle, which I think that she does as well, but I just don't have that one. So I'm curing that for 30 seconds, and here is the foil that I'm using. I think actually, I think I might have got this foil. Did I get this foil from her? Yeah, I think I got this foil from her as well, actually. Sarah R. Nail Artist, I think she's called. I can't remember what her business page is called. It's been so long since I've bought anything from her. I'll find it and I'll leave a link. Anyway, so I put my foil onto where it's sticky, and I'm just kind of like pressing down and rubbing down and pulling it off. And you can see that like it's not all come off where I want it to, so I'm just kind of lining up the pattern to where it's not quite transferred, and I'm just going in until I'm happy with the coverage. So I've got a tiny bit of foil that's just kind of stuck itself to my matte part, so I'm just using my brush dipped in like a tiny little bit of acetone to get that off. And then I'm going to put a base coat on before I top coat, just because I want to make sure that the foil's sealed in really good. Sometimes with foil, if if you've got the foil and then just straight top coat, sometimes you can get chipping and stuff. I've had that before with clients where I've done foils on them and they've like literally like within a day or two they're like, oh, my nails are coming away, and like the chipping and the foil's coming off. So I've learnt through a bit of trial and error that the best thing to do after you've put any sort of like transfer foil down is to go in with a base coat. I think that one that I used was the gel bottle rubber base. I've cured that. I think I cured that for 60 seconds, I think, because it's on a fake nail. But you want to follow like whatever base coat you're using, just follow the guidelines of what that is. And now I'm just going to top coat all of these nails just to show you them all finished. And the top coat that I'm using is just my standard gelish Top It Off. Actually, I think, yeah, I put all of the first 4 nails, I'm putting a shiny top coat on, which is my gelish Top It Off. And the last one, I believe I finish off with my Aero Puffing matte top coat, because personally, with pattern designs, I really prefer them to be matte finish. But you just do you. And yeah, I'll show you a little clip of what these all look like at the end. Please let me know if this video helped you in any way. If you do any French designs using this technique, please tag me in them. Not necessarily like for an inspo or anything, but I just love French nails. They're my favourite, and I'd just love to see like your designs, if it's helped you at all. I want to see what you create. So yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm still holding my giveaway. It's taking ages because I set the number too high, I think. But I am giving away one of those Aero Puffing brushes, the liner brush that I was using in this video. So if you want to win one of those, I'll leave a link to the video so you can enter, and I'll try and leave as many product links as I can as well. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded that many videos lately. With like the second lockdown, I haven't really had anything to film, to be honest, but I'm back open and seeing clients from the 3rd of December, so hopefully I'll be coming with some more videos soon. Alright guys, I hope everyone's well, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.